Expo, and we start in the bantamweight division. France, represented by David Vitry. This guy is a force in the bantamweight division. He's been around the block, and his titles are numerous. 5'7", 67 kilograms of him. This man is the multiple French national champion. His opponent is the man of the moment, the Hammer. Kevin Berberich is of Hanau, Germany, and he is in a rich vein of form. 65 kilograms and 22 years of age, his future is bright. The multiple German national champion and Arm Wars champion.
I'm Kevin Berberich. I'm from Germany in origins. I'm living in England right now, and I'm here to wrestle David Vitry. The first time I started arm wrestling, David Vitry was like a guy I really looked up to, because I always lost against him. He was always the man, and he always got all the public announcement. He was always the guy in the middle. At the moment, we're at a level where I can really say I don't know who's going to win.
Before we get things underway, let's have a little look at some of the important rules of the sport. The athletes have 1 minute to get a fair grip. Their elbows must remain on the 7x7 elbow pad throughout the round. The referee can award a running foul during the match, which is a little bit like playing an advantage in soccer. And an athlete on a running foul must win the pin in order to get the restart. 2 consecutive fouls by any athlete loses them the round.
Without calling David Vitry a veteran, it is fair to say that this man has been in the sport of arm wrestling for many years now and has an extremely impressive pedigree. This young man who we will face today in the grey shirt is the reigning Arm Wars bantamweight champion of the world, fresh off his victory Arm Wars Acid Reign in Manchester, England. Here we are at FIBO Power Expo, and these men have met before, no stranger to each other at the arm wrestling table. The leverage of Vitry is a weapon, but Berberich is more suited to the power. That shorter lever on the German, big drive, he's on home ground, and first blood goes to Kevin, the Hammer Berberich. Look at that on the replay, he was early setting the hook, stayed tight, he absorbed the counter from the Frenchman, then that big sweeping drive. Home ground, nice to get off with a win. A bit of a bemused look on the face of David Vitry there, the man in the black shirt. French national champion on numerous occasions, he's super experienced. We've seen him before in the Arm Wars Super Series. He ran former world champion Captain Scarlet Steve Rogers to a draw in Manchester only a few years ago at Arm Wars Mighty Quest. That's an elbow foul for Berberich in grey. Lost his hand, so he'll be happy with that. He gets the restart, a bit like serving into the net in tennis. Big bump on the start, but it went nowhere, and that huge hand of David Vitry swallowed up the German. It was looking like it was going to be a result for the Frenchman there. He'll be a little bit disappointed that he couldn't hang on to that. We go into the strap match. The referee is Keith Taylor. Now, unusual technique from Berberich. He's going to ride the hit of the Frenchman and try to come out of it with a top roll. Oh, he secures hand and wrist control. Vitry forced to go on the counter, but he can't stop that attack from the German. And this is a wildfire start for Kevin the Hammer. What a start there, roars to the crowd as he secures hand control. Really is the point in the match where the athlete can feel like, yeah, I've got all the levers, and then start to go to work. And Vitry, I think, not really trying to contest that too much when Kevin put in that second hit. Gregory Schneider, French team captain, working on the arm of his teammate. And Schneider is an extremely talented arm wrestler. Very, very cerebral puller, exceptional technician. Giving some advice to the man in the black shirt, but it's an informed Kevin Berberich and a fired up Kevin Berberich who's come to the FIBO Power Expo. He's on form at ferocity. As always, so versatile. Really is a battle of natural genetic advantages, all possessed by David Vitry. Massive hands for a bantamweight, long forearms. belies his power, surely an elbow foul. It looks like he's off the back and he is on the runner. Now he's going to have to squeak his elbow back on there. He has done. Oh, watch for the tricep drive. Kevin Berberich with the tri-drive. It's 3. And a big sigh from Davy Vitry. Look at that. He squeaked his elbow back on. Berberich felt the power connect on that tricep. Drove down in the strap. And what a day for the Hammer. His first title defence, and Kevin looks in form. What a place to do it. Nice to come home to Germany as world champion, and he's putting on a show. Udo Weiss working in the corner. The newly crowned world champion, Kevin the Hammer Berberich. Heading into round 4. Very concerned look on the face of the Frenchman. Unable to use the tools that he possesses to his advantage. Such is the versatility of the young German. Shaking with his attempt to secure hand control is Vitry, but his hand and wrist keep him in the game. That long lever, he's positioned his elbow at the back, but it's not enough to stop Berberich. And Kevin Berberich is putting on a masterclass. You do wonder how far this young man can go. He really could be the future of arm wrestling in the bantamweight division. Berberich seems to get better and better. German national team captain Petra Spatz, when she found Kevin Berberich, was so excited, telling the world that she had found herself a new world champion. And that prophecy came true. Smiling Kevin Berberich. He's a young athlete in form. Heading to round 5. He is dominant in his home country. Feeble Power Expo, Essen, Germany. Arm Wars Ferocity welcomes 60 of the best athletes in the world in the game of iron arms, and one of them is the man in the grey shirt. Look at the power from Kevin Berberich. His hand and wrist is folded back, but his arm remains rock strong, and Vitry is on the running foul. Vitry comes in for the press, takes the pin, but it will not count. He's just been told that he was on the running foul. How cruel that is. He thought he'd secured his first win for pride in this match. Not today. He was on the runner. You do wonder whether Berberich was aware of that, but this time he's managed to secure that arm position a little better. Now can he hang on to it? Vitry with the drive. Berberich with the counter. It's a second elbow foul, is it? No! Unbelievably cruel. Oh, Vitry with a second. Now let's have a look at it. I'll watch on this set. Yes, it is off the back of the pad. Now Berberich would not want to win a match that way. It's 5. Kevin Berberich. Vitry will be very frustrated there. To be fair to him, he looked like he was the dominant athlete in that match. He certainly managed to secure hand and wrist control, albeit too late in the match. Seems unsettled on the setup, trying to adjust his hand position. Watch for the carving back cobra. Tries to collect the hand and wrist of the Frenchman. Huge hand and wrist of Vitry, and it would appear that he's gaining hand control. It's really a case of whose index finger can secure the index finger knuckle of the other athlete, and it is Vitry. Drop wrist attempt, he tried to counter that. Ooh, was that a pin to Berberich before it came across? Experience there showing from our referee Keith Taylor. Both men thought they'd secured the pin there. Berberich thought he got it on the far side. Vitry did certainly secure it, but it was after Berberich stopped pulling. Heavily inflated forearm of the Frenchman. Kevin works for position. He's so versatile, this young German. Secures his position now. In comes the tricep, trying to make sure his hand and wrist aren't exposed. He'll go on his own drive. It's a counter top roll attempt from David Vitry, trying to collect his hand and wrist. Big drive, but Berberich is so close to securing that tri-press. Almost did it now. There's the drive, there's the second, and there's the win. Kevin, the Hammer, Berberich.